go, I'm gonna award you Johnny's money, okay?
Amistios? Here? I suppose they've sent you to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
You want to get Euripides drunk. Are you hoping he's going to make an even bigger scene than you did?
Ha! We both know that's not possible. But you're a feisty one, to say the least.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
You shouldn't be in here. What do you want?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Amistios in Pericles' abode? I never thought I'd see the day. You must have seen me doing my impression of Hermippos. I call it the dejected weasel. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios. But never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship, where he took pity on me. Now, I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning. Perhaps one drink.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
I only use these terms, war, gods, civility, etc., in context of what we can observe. I can see soldiers fighting.
Mystios.
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next...
I saw Cleon talk at Phoenix.
Bah, you sound like every other blowhard in this place. Cleon is a champion of the people.
I take it you and Pericles aren't...
Hardly. Hermippos led the Tsars to have Aspasia ostracized and to see Pericles
Yet, Pericles is the past. He's more worried about losing a few precious statues than he is fighting and winning the war.
If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Pericles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies closest of all.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadows while we...
I'm looking for clues to help me find a woman. She was Spartan.
Looking and finding are quite different things, wouldn't you say? I could observe a priest offering sacrifice.
Oh, forget it. This has been useless. Here. word. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
No, don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me get out of my clothes.
Gladly.
I'm being a
If
warrior,
you
right?
like, we can feed them to the
Oh my
goat.
god, to a woman?
There's another
He's
one.
a guy.
Oh my god, you're gay! Why are you doing this? For money? For money?
Maybe.
Dude, the guy has a six-pack though.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time
Everyone
ago.
has
He
to
wants to
pin
find
it.
his mom.
Fled Sparta.
Everyone.
Wow.
No one
He
flees
wasn't asked to
Sparta.
find his mom.
But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Pietera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Well, this is good advice.
Anthusa in
Oh,
Corinth.
advice.
It's not much, but it's a start.
I'm good advice, but okay, go read it. Tell me.
When you counsel someone, you should appear to be enlightened. Not like to see.
But
It's
look,
true,
look,
though.
look what this says. You know, like.
That you're gay.
Don't say that. Don't say that. That's me.
Ah, here comes the one who claims to value drachma.
Like I told you, no.
But the mind must...
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the...
If you've been arguing this long and you...
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos.
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie.
Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political.
We do what we have to survive, and there's no shame in that, believe me. You make an interesting choice, Alexios, in not dressing to fit in.
Fit in? Fancy clothes wouldn't help me fit in. Your Athenian chitons are strange to me.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Myrine, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet with guests.
I'm gonna take a shit before you shower. Little whore.
Τι λαμβάνει η χώρα.
I'll help you however I can during...
They are.
Their history, all of their history. They put all black people as pivotal characters.
Why?
Because it has to be diversified.
Why?
It's always black people.
Well, then maybe black people should actually do something famous, something that's useful.
Black. Everyone's black.
Maybe black
Like
people
how's
should do
Julie
something.
Sir Lancelot? Black. Like everyone's black nowadays.
You know why though, Danny? Because historically, there's no famous black people. So therefore, there's no famous black people.
I don't know. My answer is
So they have to take other people's heroes.
My answer is black. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Alexios. I don't recall sending for you, Misthios. Phoebe shouldn't have let you in here.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There is a physician in Argolis that may be able to help me.
You're sick? You've never been sick.
No, I'm fine. I just need to talk to him.
Okay, good. It would be weird if you were sick.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!
You hear? They're finally going to pay us a track.
Oh, really?
Alright. Not like there's much to spend it on here anyway.
Good. The Japanese viewer, yes. Good. It has a girl. Good. Good. Ah, why? You understand why? 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 Why doesn't Alexa understand me? Cat. So funny. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. It's funny. Cat. Mama.
What can I get for you?
Yeah, I do, unfortunately. I have a meeting. When I go to work, it's only for meetings. If it's not for meetings, I won't even go. I won't even show up. You won't even see my fucking face.
Thanks for looking.
Jay, why are you a racist prick? Why?
Μόνο όταν το επιχείρημα δομείται. Κρατεά και τρομερία.
Talking in, sir. Alexia!
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest...
A compliment and an in... You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants...
I can't wait to hear why it's...
Any Mystios would do, really. But you're my favorite. Oh.
This sounds simple.
There's this small matter that you'll have to enter the Metrun, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora.
I don't speak in circles, or... Other say, you answered one of my questions, and that brought another.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
I think I saw something.
Is φαντασία πλέον.
Everything checks out, I guess.
Τι γίνεται?
You're not supposed to be there!
Victory! Fighting me would be your last mistake!
You're
Here's where
finished!
you die!
Now!
My blade you make short work for you!
Victory!
Haven't caught you very bad.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Μεγαλώνει με
My favorite.
Sophanes' name is on the list.
I see. Well, sometimes blood must be shed. Now that you...
If you told me this needed to be done before, I could...
Maybe, but...
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanes' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen.
So you want me...
If only it were that easy. No, there's some...
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect. I knew...
Time to find Peros.
He's often around the Justice Building.
And I just...
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both a...
Jenny, why are you pretending to work?
There's the supplies.
All of us looking, we fight, I tell you. Hey, you! No surrender! To the death!
Give it up! You're finished!